about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleash and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman podcast. Stay tuned.
Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. I gotta turn up this function, like I'm in the Lotus and punch it. All I'm gonna ask is stay in your lane, and you won't be food for my luncheon. I'm coming up out of the dungeon, cooking up plans to make something from nothing. And since I secured the bag, it's time to do math, so I'ma keep hustling. I thought I had lost my way or something. I am not feeling what they say is busting. They keep us trapping this way, disgusting. If you so happen to catch me flexing, I could be killing the straps all day for learning how to install some chromic crystals on the Escalade. Matching the arm that's on my sternum. I am for the sake of the people, grabbing my Glock and pray to the Lord, cause not everybody tryna be peaceful. I still hope we set the stage for showing them how it's supposed to be, so those that's close to me won't have to ask, hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Let me explain what I'm talking about. Had a joint called down about it. Letting these loud mouths know how to move without sound. Best if we don't even shout out. Midwest, east, west, down south, till we get even or even above. Till then we gon' opt out. Let's go and educate on the backside. Folk gotta act right and they won't backslide. Just put it together no matter the weather, my fella. So hey, if you dealing with vices in you and it's cutting you up like against you, put it on chill for real, or they gon' just use it against you. What you got in that bag? Quiet water.
Hello, I can't hear you.
There we go. All right, man. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. I am one half of your host, Damo Unleash. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and roll out the red carpet for a good friend of mine that is like brother soul. The floor is now yours.
You know, the crazy part is these Tuesdays, man, they're the best day of the week. So first of all, next time we see y'all next Tuesday, 4th of July be over. So everybody have a great and safe 4th of July. Drink responsibly, have fun, but be safe. This month, I make my debut in Sparta, Tennessee, July 18th. So everybody in the Sparta area that wants to come out and see the human anaconda, come see me. Bad news is, so yesterday, I had my new computer here. I bought a brand new computer, and the damn thing didn't work. Ain't that crazy? I had to take it back to Best Buy.
Wait a minute. What do you mean it didn't work? Like a desktop or?
It was a desktop like this.
Okay.
And so when I took it back to Best Buy, Geek Squad hooked it up, and it just, while they was on it, it just completely went out on them. Wow. So it's mostly my fault because I bought something basically sight unseen. You know what I'm saying? So from then on out, I'm not doing it when it comes to computers. So y'all, we just have to go a few more times without the radio show until I can find me one that's ready to, because those cheaper computers are like this, the gigabytes, the hardware, the RAM, the hertz is not fast enough to move that, because the radio station updates itself all the time, and when we have new updates, you can't be on an old computer. So I was trying to get this nice computer for like a discounted price, and that's what I get for doing it. So that's the bad news, but we're coming back soon, y'all. Once I get the computer that I need, we will come back soon. But other than that, how you doing, Mr. Damo?
Man, speaking of computers, man, so last week, I was just telling Sky before the show that this is basically a brand new laptop. And so once I signed up everything and did my end of the work, it needed an update, or it was asking for an update. So the computer, the screen was blacking out and it was flickering and stuff. And I was like, no, not again. Come to find out, it only needed to upgrade. I upgraded it a couple days ago, let it get a full charge, and here we are. Because last week was horrible. The laptop that I had last week, it wouldn't let me start the intro. It took us 30. Well, it took me 30 minutes. Sky was on here before me, so I'm glad that we're back to normal. Knock on wood.
Absolutely.
We got a lot to talk about today. So basically, the subjects that we're going to be talking about, and one of them I posted, Sky, you seen it, it was talking about why do some fathers choose what kids' life they're going to be in. So that's an interesting subject, man, we're going to discuss. Also, I don't know if y'all heard, but New York has passed rent freezes. So there's a freeze on rent for about a year or two. We'll talk about that. Venezuela and their earthquakes, they had a 7.2 earthquake hit, and then right behind it, a 7.5 earthquake hit.
Right.
So as of today, or the last I've heard, 1,700 people have perished, and there is a lot more missing. So prayers for the people down in Venezuela. Carnival, boy, you can't take black people nowhere. I swear to God. They were brawling on Carnival, and 16 people have been banned for life. You know what I'm saying? Because of a brawl on Carnival.
Dang.
And
I thought they did something about that though, right? Is this something different?
This is recent.
Oh. Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely recently. And last but not least, we're going to talk about the Supreme Court's ruling on TPS. So all these Haitians got to go back to Haiti now.
All right, we'll see. Let's do.
We're going to get into it. I think what I'm going to do right now, before we get the show started, is I'm going to play some music, and we're going to come back with one of these topics. I think the hot topic, I may save it for the middle.
Okay.
And that's the one with the fathers, man. I think that's going to be a good, long conversation. I've had these conversations with so many people for so long, and what dude said really irked a lot of people. It pissed people off. But I'm going to tell y'all, he hit the nail right on the head. And I'm not saying that what he said was right, but I definitely agree and understand with what he's saying. So without further ado, man, we're going to get into some music. I got next week.
Go ahead.
Next weekend, I'm going to upload some new music. Because we got new music, but this computer situation has really got me behind. But I will catch up and have new music on here. So y'all bear with me. Let's go ahead and get into some music, and then we can go ahead and jump off into these topics, all right?
Okay.
If you guys, right now, before I do that, I am broadcasting from Bigo, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Sky, you're connected to where?
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
All right, so if any of you are watching from any of them platforms, if y'all can do us a favor, share the live, let them know where they can come watch us at. We will greatly appreciate it. And y'all just stay tuned, man.
Parties were only for parties, and love was just something you did on the side. You know that I won't hang on to you. Say that I'm done with you, though kinda kills me inside. Don't know what, don't know who. You could be going at it with somebody new. Can read your mind and don't care who. Bit of a mess, but the same as you.
Tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. Stay by my side, look, I know it's a lie. The shit in between us, we both been the meanest. The worst of it all, I think we both seen it. But listen, the reason is simple to leave it. It's harder to keep it, that's part of the reason. For loss of all reason, your heart is in grievance. It's awfully convenient to just not believe it. It tells you you wrong, you call it deceiving. You already gone, no thoughts on receiving. No calls on the phone, keep on with the ringing. The drama you bringing, it's just not redeeming. You working them angles, you plotting and scheming. You thinking it's changing, you got to be dreaming. You
it, I'm leaving.
Parties were only for parties, and love was just something you did on the side. You know that I wanted on to you. Say that I'm done with you, don't kind of feels me inside. Don't know what, don't know who. You could be going at it with somebody new. You need your mind, don't give it up. It over mess, but the same is.
So tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. So tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. Don't tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. Don't tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. Please tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. Please tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. I still wanna hear it, I know it's a lie. I just need to hear even though it's a lie.
I don't know who. You could be going at it with somebody new. You need your mind, don't give it up. It over mess, but the same is you.
Tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. Act like I ain't never noticed your eye. Drifting away, slipping away, thinking of something that's better today. It's better this way. Sick of the picture that's held in the frame. Looking so perfect but seldom explains the trauma, the drama, the hell and the pain. Onlyest thing it could ever display is everything that we fail to maintain. You look at this pic like it held you in chains. I look at this every cell in my brain, still so conflicted in hell of dismay. How did it end and it's selling away? Look at this image and tell me the way to live and pretend that the failure we made is better today.
Parties were only for parties, and love was just something you did on the side. You know that I wanted on to you. Say that I'm done with you, don't kind of feels me inside. Don't know what, don't know who. You could be going at it with somebody new. You need your mind, don't give it up. It over mess, but the same is you. Parties were only for parties, and love was just something you did on the side. You know that I wanted on to you. Say that I'm done with you, though kind of kills me inside. Don't know what, don't know who. You could be going at it with somebody new. You need your mind and don't give it up. Bit of a mess, but the same is you.
All right, y'all, we back. I think the first thing, Sky, that I want to touch on is this whole New York freeze. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this video. We're gonna go ahead and talk about this. I think this is a really bad thing, but you know, y'all may have different opinions. So without further ado,
New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani delivering a key campaign promise. Last night, a New York City panel voted to freeze rents for roughly 1 million rent-stabilized apartments on 1- and 2-year leases. That freeze applies to leases that begin on or after, I should say, October 1st. Some rent-stabilized landlords had objectives, citing the rising cost of insurance, utilities, and other expenses. In a statement, the mayor's office saying this is the relief that working people across our city deserve. And of course, this has been part of a long-running debate about what it's going to mean for real estate development in the city. That's the other sort of side of the coin.
so New York has put a freeze on his ability basically to go up in the rent.
Right.
So he's put a freeze for about a year, in some cases 2 years. All right. I'm gonna tell you, Sky. Did you wanna comment on this first, or do you want me to go?
Well, I'll go first on this. Well, it's to help those that want to help themselves, right? A rent freeze doesn't mean your rent's not due. It just means the landlords can go up when it's time for you to recertify or renew. So if your rent ends July 1st, then whatever you've been paying, that's where it's going to stay. Because we all know if you rent every year now, they go up by $50, $100, $200, whatever. So, okay, I'm cool with that. But I understand on the entrepreneur side, these people who have taken out loans and mortgages to buy these properties and put tenants in them, right? So that goes up. That doesn't stop their costs from going up because you froze their profits. And then third, no matter if you put a rent free, nothing. If people are not going to pay their rent, they're just not going to pay their rent, no matter what the policy is. If they have in their mind they're not going to pay, they're not going to do right, it don't matter if you freeze it today, tomorrow, give them free rent for 3 months, because then by the 4th month, they ain't gonna still want to pay. Or whether you let the landlords keep price gouging, they're still not going to pay. And that's the issue with having is people who don't want to abide by the rules are always trying to find a shortcut on the system. That's why stuff is so high. If everybody played by the rules, we would all be okay. But since there will always be a group of people that don't play by the rules, it don't matter what you do, you're still going to have those problems.
Here's what I really hate about politicians, right? And this is really what So my issue isn't the rent-free and on property taxes. Because if you're going to keep on raising property taxes, and then you're telling me that I can't throw them prices that you're throwing on me onto my tenants, well, basically that means I'm going to have less money to fix the property that I own.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So now, where you think that they did you a favor, actually, now you thought you had a sum more before. What do you think gonna happen when they can't fix it?
Right.
Now you're talking about, and you know shit goes down here.
Yep.
Now you're talking about health concerns. Now you're talking about people having their. Now you're talking about investors not wanting to invest.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would I want to buy any property in New York and you telling me it's my property? I can't go up on it. So you can go up on me for property taxes, but I can't go up on my property.
Right.
Not gonna work with it. You know, there's two sides to that. You know, and
yes,
I think that if you can't afford the rent, simply move, relocate, go somewhere where you can afford it. I don't understand why people stay in places where they're struggling and they find comfort in that. That's crazy to me, Sky. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, because had I not bought my house in 2020, I guarantee you I would probably not even be in Tennessee.
I get it. And I agree with you on the cost and stuff. But you know what? Here's the division I'm at. With major corporations, they'll be okay for a while. But let's just say me and you put our money together to buy like 5 homes, right? It cost us $200,000. We had to put down 20 grand. We fixed it. We put tenants in there. That would hurt us, the small entrepreneurs who's in the real estate, not the big corporations. Like they're going to freeze what we can do, but that's not going to freeze insurance, property taxes, electric, utilities, if the darn water heater goes out. So you're right. Politics is never a win-win situation. It's mostly a lose-lose sometimes.
See, it would be a great idea, again, if he was going to freeze the property tax.
Mm-hmm.
See, they want their money. They want their money, regardless. They don't care. They don't really care about the working class. Because do you think the renters, this is going to help them out?
Not really. Maybe the month to month, but like you said, when they complain about why this ain't getting fixed and that ain't getting fixed, the landlord say, "Hey, I can't go up on you, but they keep going up on me." Yeah. And that's the problem with the average 9-to-5 person versus the entrepreneur. We all don't see things the same way. The 9-to-5er just sees, okay, can I survive month to month? The entrepreneur is saying, what do I need to do for the next 6 months to survive?
Man, ain't no way. that I will ever want to buy no property. I feel bad. And them people, now that they had that ruling, there's a lot of, I'm quite sure, landlords and owners trying to sell. Well, who's going to buy it?
Yeah.
Why would I want to buy some property, even in a big city like New York, when you're going up on my taxes every year, and then I don't have money to pay to fix this and fix that. So now you coming to seize my stuff? Man, you know how effed up that is? So you can come and seize my property when I don't fix it. But then you are the reason why I can't fix it. Because you done went up so high on the property taxes, I can't do nothing for it.
That's true. That's true, Jeff. Yep, that's just how the
system
goes.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, maybe for some people, it'll be a relief for the next year. You know, those people who are on strict incomes, like they only get Social Security and, you know, just little stuff. And it could help them hopefully save that money that they would have had to spend on rent. They could save for the next year if they do things right. But like I said, for the majority of the people, it really ain't going to help out because, again, they couldn't afford it no way. And the ones that are not going to pay, they is not going to pay. I mean, I don't care what you do. They're just not going to pay. They'll just get evicted and go somewhere else.
Yep. It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. Somebody always have to pay the price.
Yeah, somebody. That's true.
It's the landlords. The landlords, if you own property, and in New York also, I don't know if you heard, Sky, they have this thing where they can penalize you if you got property and nobody is living in it.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Y'all need to find out and really look into, because I think this is the dude that they're going to, in 4 years, they'll be pushing to be president. This dude is the one that these fools is going to push to become president. I think he's going to be governor, and then I think they're going to work him in as president. It's going to be interesting. Y'all, pay attention to New York. They about to screw New York over. New York already bad. You know what I'm saying? They already don't have funding for a lot of stuff. But watch. I'm telling y'all, keep a close eye on New York. We're going to have a lot more New Yorkers moving down here. I hope not. But I got a feeling we're going to have a lot more New Yorkers moving to the south. Right. Just like in California, you see this large exodus. I think it's going to be the same thing for New Yorkers.
Which ain't gonna be drive prices up here. Think all those people that left California. Think all those people that left Detroit and all those places to come down here to look for jobs and stuff. Yeah, Tennessee is great for businesses, and businesses have opened up, correct? And they brought people down here and hired, but you still got to feed them, clothe them, house them. That's more electricity. That's more internet. So if you wonder why your Viacom bill is coming up, because then they got to dig into the ground and do the fibers. They got to add more poles. They got to add water because people are buying the land out in the counties now, building these big old houses. And so that's part of the reason why it's going up. So all you're doing is just taking the high price gouging from New York and California and just bringing it to the South. Then you won't be able to live in the South no more because then it'll be just high.
And eventually, I think, in about 10 years, there's going to be nowhere where you can say that you can go and find comfort. I think this BS is sweeping across our country.
Hey, Damon, what about the people that live on the marina, that live in boats, that dock? Would that be expensive too?
Man, it's going to be interesting. They ain't came after them yet, but stay tuned. That's all I gotta say. Stay tuned, man. Speaking of staying tuned, man, crazy situation in Venezuela, man. So I don't know if y'all seen it. A couple days ago, they had 2 earthquakes hit, and their economy already suffering right now as it is. But without further ado.
That's something you can never prepare for. I don't care how much money you have, what type of government you have. When it comes to natural disasters, what they call natural, ain't nothing you can prepare for. That's just crazy. My thoughts and prayers go out to Venezuela, because that could easily happen here. Hell, we could have a major earthquake here. It's, man, that is crazy, and it's going to probably cost in billions to fix whatever that stuff was that failed. I don't even know how many people survived. Did they know it was coming, or did it just hit out of the blue?
It just hit out the blue.
Bless their heart.
And you know the crazy part is that they're still digging people out of the rubble.
Oh Lord.
They didn't even have the equipment. They're digging babies out, women, men. And there's been people, this is day 6 since the earthquake. And people trapped.
Oh, did you, Jeff? We had a minor earthquake a day or two ago. So wow. Well, I'm glad that you all right, my friend. Again, it's when they say earthquakes happen all the time, but we never really feel them until they get to that 7, 8.
You don't feel a 7.2 and a 7.5.
Yeah, until you feel that, absolutely. But man,
hell yeah.
Venezuela, man, that's crazy. Well, but that's what the UN is for, right? Their job is to go down there with worldly aid to help with food, water, cleanup, all that good stuff. So it depends on how many countries, China, Russia, these big countries, Europe, Britain, can go down there and help that country, get back on its feet. My God.
Man, he said, wow. Yeah, I heard that. It is a lot of people. They already confirmed 1,700 casualties from the last time I heard. But they said tens of thousands are missing. And there were people that lost. There was one old man, when they interviewed him, he lost his whole family. Everybody. Cousins, nephews, nieces, children. He lost everybody in his family. He was the
Come on, man. That's crazy. That goes to show you, when you woke up today, you shouldn't have nothing to complain about today.
Man,
nothing. Because most of y'all still have food in your stomach. You still have clothes on your back. You still have a roof on your head. You still have at least some type of family members. And even if you don't, you have a community or friends and neighbors that act like family. That man has lost even his neighbors, probably. He's lost everybody. And it ain't like he's young. Like he said, he's an older guy. So how do you rebuild?
Man. I mean, and their country don't make it easy to, send resources. So I don't feel bad for them, man.
Yeah.
And they already struggling. Like, I would tell, we don't know enough about world news. I knew enough about Venezuela because I know Venezuela once was one of the richest countries in the world. From their oil refineries, they were in the top 4 richest 60 years ago. And then, man, they had these rulers come in and just screw up all their resources. So their economy is already struggling. Y'all thought our inflation was bad? Our inflation, it would be like us getting $1 per gallon in gas and them getting $5 a gallon. That's our inflation compared to their inflation. And so you get bread for $10, $15 down there. Shit, real. Hell yeah. And then you had that happen. So just let you know, Sky, you got to appreciate life. You gotta appreciate life every day, because tomorrow is not guaranteed.
You know what I was taught, Damo? If you take care of what you got, you never know what you're missing.
You got it. You got it. You got to love them. You better hug them. Don't take it for granted that they're there. Because, them people, I'm quite sure they never thought that would have happened to them.
No, especially out the blue. I mean, usually that's what the world weather people are supposed to be. Hey, in a day or two, an earthquake might come. But to just be there sitting, watching TV or sleeping, and the ground starts breaking from up under you, that's the horrifying thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, actually, that's the least of the horrifying thing. I tell you what's even more horrifying than that. Imagine being having that happen, and then you're around a circle of water, and a tsunami comes, and you got 20 to 30 foot waves coming in.
That happened, what, like 10 years ago? What was that country? Yeah. They had a damn tsunami coming, and Jesus.
Oh my God. And was it Indonesia? I think it was Indonesia
like
or Thailand. And this was maybe 20-some years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was on Christmas Day. I remember that. Yeah, it's serious business. Something else that's serious business. I couldn't wait to talk about this, man. So the Supreme Court has ruled on TPA, temporary, I think it's temporary protection something status. That's what it is. It's TPS, temporary protection status. And all the Haitians that was over here on that, they got to go back. A lot of them, and people are up in arms about it.
So now my question to the Supreme Court, what exactly am I going to say to those 100,000 children who were born here and whose parents are on CPS and can be at any time deported? What should be my answer? And my hope is that you have a child. If you don't have a child, you have a nephew, you have a cousin, and you know how deeply connected parents are to their children. And for you to sit on this highest Supreme Court desk and make such a terrible, horrible decisions, to me, this is not acceptable. And I think this is the time for all of us, this entire country, needs to stand together and to say enough is enough. This is not acceptable. This is inhumane.
Let me go ahead. And you want to go ahead and start this off, or you want me to start this off?
This was all you, my friend. I ain't heard nothing about that. I don't know what TPS is. Nothing. This is you. Go right ahead. I didn't know you just played that.
So basically, a lot of Haitians, they gave them temporary protection service, right? For them to come over here because their country is in ruins. I know. Didn't they have a hurricane a couple years back? Something that kind of did a lot of damage, if I remember right, within the last 5 years. So they've had a lot of Haitians that migrated over here, right?
Right.
And the Supreme Court removed their status because it's temporary, meaning that they weren't meant to be over here forever. They were meant to go ahead and build and go back. And so here's my question. Here's what I think is really mind-boggling. If America is so racist, why are people fighting tooth and nail to go back to their own country? Why are they fighting so hard to stay in this old racist America? America don't like brown and black people. It don't like minorities and people of color. Okay. Then take the resources and take the knowledge that you've gained over here, go back to your country and build over there. You know why people want to do that, Sky?
What's that?
Because America is that great. It is. I'm not saying it's perfect. I don't think any of these countries is perfect. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they don't do too much tinkering around with America, because we got a lot of weird stuff, you know what I'm saying, that we're fighting against. But as long as they don't tinker with America too much, this is not a bad spot. It's not. Compared to other places. I mean, we think, it's kind of like, Sky, it's that thing, right? If you're a female, she cute. Now, everybody else, she the shit. But to you, because you've been around her for so long, you don't value her the way you probably once did. Or if you're a female, you don't value that guy the way you once did. That is Americans. They've been over here for so long that they don't really value. Well, where else could we go in the world? Do y'all think y'all could go to Africa? People lose their life trying to get here. I've never heard of nobody losing their life trying to leave.
Yeah. I say humans are fickle, right? Depending on what they want in this world. And a lot of humans want perfection. They want all the money, all the freedom, all the cars, all the women, all the homes, to be healthy forever, never die. I mean, they want it all, and there's no such thing. So they're going to always find something to complain about, no matter where on this earth they go. They're going to find something to complain about.
Man, it is funny to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I've seen people race bait and say, man, you know, this administration don't like black folks and this is an attack on black folks. Well, they sending you back. So if they send y'all, all of y'all talk about going back to Africa, they send y'all back to Africa, y'all gonna be mad about it? Because remember, America racist. They don't like black folks. So you gonna be upset about it? If they said, you know what, we gonna send you back to Africa with $5,000. You gonna fight against that? Well, this is all I know. But yeah, you said it's racist though. You said they don't like us. So it's like, man, I wish people just pick their lane, you know what I'm saying, and just stick with that. And just stop teeter-tottering, man. Get off the seesaw.
Look on that.
I know. Get off the seesaw, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Sky, I'm going to talk about this subject that I shared with you. I think we're going to do another song to give us a break. But we're going to talk about the next subject, why some fathers choose some kids over others. Man, I don't think this dude, I don't think he broke it down enough. But I thought it was pretty interesting. The clip that I saw and I showed you, I thought it was pretty interesting. We're going to take a deep dive into it because this is a conversation that needs to be had, and we've had these conversations. We've definitely had these conversations. So, man, y'all sit back. We'll be right back. Y'all watching the Nashville Caveman podcast show. Y'all can do us a favor, share it live right now, man. We appreciate it.
Gave me life in another form. Sexing you be like crazy, like a part of a poem. Born to lead a leader, hugging her when I greet her. How does it feel to have a man and know just how to treat you? Make you feel good, don't it? Wanna get out and flown it. I know your nerves be getting bad, cause I be getting on it. That's why whatever you want, I go get it, no matter the cost. Your friends be dropping us off, but I'm playing them off. They don't mean nothing, they just be running their mouth. They just mad, cause they live in the bricks and I live in the house. And we hustle hard for that, and we ain't going back. They just don't know what I went through to try to get where I'm at. You think back to that shack and that old ass lack where you used to hit the block every day trying to get off that pack. When I was poor, broke, ass out, didn't wanna go home. You was the only one that had strength to keep me strong. That's why it's you and me, you and me, out of the game, you're out of the game, yeah. You and me, out of the game, in and out of the game, yeah. See forever, my lady. You and me and you, what the deal? Between both of us, you know we sure to make a meal. Can you feel what I'm saying? I not fall on my knees to pray. Things go right, I just might reminisce about the first time I seen you and the first time we kissed. Shit, we used to go half up on the sack, half up on the yak, half up at the tank, half up at the bank. We used to hit licks together, flip together. Shit, we went from chips to cheddar. Who better? Trying to be a foundation for us to build. From the bottom to the hills, from the ocean to the fields. Ain't you real? That's why I feel the way I feel. The sign sealed, delivered sincerely, we will. I can hold back love, I can go back love, I can go back love. You and me, you and me, out of the game, you're out of the game. Me, you and me, out of the game, girl. I can go back love, I can go back love, I can go back love. I can go back love, I can go back love, I can go back love. I'm giving it to you, cause you display the truth. Everything that I'm trying to do, you trying to do it too. It's hard to tell you, but I cheated with some rats on the roll while you was giving me everything. I was treating you cold. Man, it's been hell and hot water and back with my cat. From short stacks to fat, from pintos to lax, I'm back. And how the hell I make it this far? You may not like the did, but you love me now. No more clouds or rainy days, just sunshines in your smile. Meanwhile, we've been focusing on building a new house, on a new route for more clouds, steady repping the new south. Ain't no doubt them gold diggers hate to see what you bout, because it's you and me, you and me. Out of the game, girl, it's just you and me, me and you and me. Out of the game, girl, you and me. I can go back love, I can go back love, I can go back love. No, no, I can go back love, ooh, baby. You and me, yes. Me and you and me and you, baby. Me and you and me and you, sugar. You and me and you and me, baby. You and me.
All right, man, we are back. Man, you know what? Man, let me tell you, the camera I'm on my other camera, but the camera that I was on was the laptop camera, which is really good. I'm impressed. The quality on that, I didn't even know the difference. Until we went to commercial, I was like, damn, I'm actually on the laptop, So, man, Sky, you really hooked me up, bro.
Oh yeah, brother. I'm glad it's a blessing to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this, man. I couldn't wait to get into this all week. So this dude, man, they was having this conversation. I thought it was interesting, man. And I think this dude was right in what he was saying. I'm gonna break it down.
Cool. Can you ask this question again?
Why do baby dads pick and choose what kids they want to raise?
Women are fucking delusional.
Wow.
You do know when you break up with that nigga, so does the kid. Like, y'all understand that, right? He doesn't owe you nothing. That man don't owe you shit. He don't owe the kid nothing. He don't owe you. He's in a relationship with both of y'all. If you and that man break up, that man and that kid break up. Because if he goes and finds another family, his loyalty is to them.
All right.
Okay, I was confused. I thought they meant like, you know how baby daddies pull up and they only feed their child and not the other three that's not theirs in the house. I thought that's what he was talking about. I'm confused on this whole thing. What are they saying?
So basically, in hindsight, what he is saying, and he's absolutely right. Now, there's one thing I disagree with him, is that it is on the dude. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're talking about a child that you help bring in the world, man up, man. That is your responsibility. But often what happens, Sky, and we talk about this all the time, and this is why when I have conversations with females, they get upset when I say this, but I'll be like, man, you got to get married before you have kids. Because if you don't, what happens is that when it don't work out between you and the dude and your baby daddy, man, he not just breaking up with you, he breaking up with the kid too.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that that's right? But financially, most people can't stand on their own financially already. Now, stop me when I'm wrong, Most people financially can't, especially a lot of men, can't stand on their own, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, now, man, he's faced with child support. And then when y'all relationship ends, what do you think he's going to do? You think you're going to be the last woman he's with? He's going to get with some other women, and if they have kids, who do you think he's going to prioritize?
The one he's laying his head with.
That's all
okay, now since you putting it that way, Damo, now I understand. I just didn't understand from what he was talking about. Yes. Thank you for clarifying that to me. Well, hell, I guess it's just the hell. I'm talking for the women. I think it's just the hell you live in. Whether you're dating, fiance, married, now, unless you are dating a robot, you will never know when that man is going to wake up and cheat. You'll never know when that man is going to wake up and leave. I'm talking about without the woman pushing him out. Let's just say he wakes up one day and he says, I am gone. I'm going to somebody else. Well, then that means we have to start treating marriages like a business then. Because every day you wake up, you never know when your business is going to go under, when it's going to get sued, when it's going to get fined. And you always have a safety net just in case you didn't make enough this month as you did last month. Because you can't control humans. You never know what they're thinking when they wake up. So in that situation, women, you should be really protecting yourselves, like he was saying, because if he gets up and says, I don't want you no more, I'm gonna go over here with this girl and start a family, then you're right. He's taking his resources, his protection, and everything else over here.
He only has so much time.
Yeah, and then if you have kids with another guy, he's not obligated to take care of those kids. If that guy leaves, he's gonna just take care of the one he had with you. Now, Damo, on the flip side, if the woman pushes the man out, he wants to stay, she don't want to be with him, then that's on her for pushing him out into another woman's arms.
I think that's the other thing of why a lot of men do that. I think a lot of men, once it's over, man, they already, especially if they got kids with you, they like, man, well, I can't even be around my kid, right? And I'm gonna be paying child support. She gonna have another dude in here, and he got more access to my kid than I got. And he's benefiting from the money that I send for child support. Because if he in the house, of course he's gonna make money also. Or I ain't gonna say make money, but if that money used for electric or food or whatever. We live in a house, so he's benefiting from that also, right? So I think a lot of dudes just cut their losses and be like, yeah, I'd rather, if I ain't gonna be with her, I might as well just leave the kid too.
Right. So what about this scenario, right? So I'm with a woman, I have a child with her, it doesn't work, I go with another woman, and let's say I have 2 kids with her. As a father, if she has more kids outside of another guy, I would probably be apt to just go and get my child and have him come live with me, because all my kids are by me. She has my child and then 3 others by other men. So that still could be a division just in that household because they're not really blood related. I mean, they are, but they ain't. Does that make sense? So I would get that thing that I have out of the house and say, look, you ain't got to worry about taking care of this one no more. You're going to come and live with me and the other 2 that I fathered. Is that a scenario that could help out?
I would suggest that dudes go and get their kids regardless, right? Mm-hmm. I think that they need to fight for their kids regardless. Because I don't think, this is just my opinion too. I don't think there's a lot of good mothers out here. I don't. What's the proof in me saying that? Man, each generation get worse and worse. Mm. So if there were as many, because the majority of households are single mothers. Mm. So if there were that many great moms out here, society would be improving. It wouldn't be getting worse, would it?
That's a theory. That's true.
It's getting worse. The thought process, everything is worse.
That I will agree with 100%. There's
more entitlement nowadays than Because Sky, think about this. Me and you around, I'm a little older than you, but when we were growing up, if you wanted to make money, we did what? We didn't wait till we had to turn 16 to get jobs. What did we do if we wanted money?
Man, you know what I did? I had a summer job. I used to cut grass over the summer.
There you go. There you go. We would get a lawnmower and we go cut grass. Mm-hmm. I'm from the north. So, you know, man, we had shovels.
Yep.
We go and shovel, let us shovel your driveway and sidewalk. We go and make money. These kids now, when was the last time you seen a kid walking down the street with a lawnmower?
Cause hell, they only want to cut their own grass, so damn sure they want to come down here cutting. I don't even care if you paying them $50. They rather sit in the house broke in the air than to make $50 out in this hot sun. So yeah, I ain't seen that in a while, no.
Yeah, and so you know, man, it's not like society is getting any better. It's not. It's gotten worse, and that is true, man. Just like there are a lot of selfish women, there are a lot of selfish men. And when it don't work out between you and that dude, there's a high chance that if he moves on and he with somebody else, they got kids, even if those kids aren't his, he's going to take care of that woman's kids more than he take care of the kids he had with you.
How do two selfish people meet each other and have kids in the first place?
Well, you think about it. Man, I mean, most people, when they lay down, they're not even thinking about the kids. They're not thinking about if this person I'm laying with that I could potentially have a baby with, man, what character, you know, traits do they have that, you know, I'm bringing in, that my kid coming into a good situation? People that's thinking about getting their nut off. Mm-hmm. They just thinking about their orgasm. They ain't thinking about, man, you know, is this person a stand-up person? What has this person shown me to let me know that, man, they got their emotions under wraps? There's adults that get angry and like childlike. They get angry over words, opinions, and thoughts. Think about that. That's what kids do. Adults are supposed to be more mentally healthy than that.
Mm-hmm. But they just learn from what they see.
Say that again?
Oh, those kids that are emotionally unstable, they just learn from what they see in the household.
Yeah.
Because a lot of y'all don't know domestic violence is on the rise, y'all. We don't hear about it all the time. But hell, talk to somebody in the police department or a dispatcher, and they'll tell you, shoot. And if the little kids are seeing this is what they think is normal, right? Anytime somebody say something you don't like, you fight.
You know the dangerous part about that?
Mm-hmm.
Most of these kids, and they don't even realize, they end up becoming the dad that they grew up hating.
Yep.
I know so many dudes whose dads wasn't around, and you would think, man, you know the feeling, what it was like, you know, man, my dad raised me. Mm. So, you know, I couldn't imagine, man, not having the father around and then having kids and doing my kids the same way my daddy did me. Mm-hmm. But you become the thing that you hate.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You know? But he was absolutely right. Getting back to, you know, the whole swing of things, he was right. If you get with a dude, y'all have a kid and it don't work out, man, wherever he goes next is who he gonna tend to. He may come and get your kid every now and then, but everything, his knowledge, his resources, everything is going to be poured into the kid whose household he is in.
Right. And you know, even in that video, whatever, or people talking about it, the father leaves and then they always use this word child support. There are women out here sleeping with men, they don't even know their last names. So how the hell do you think they got their social security number to put them on child support? Do you know how many women are out here with kids that don't know who the father is or how to get in contact with them? They can go down to the Department of Human Services. What does he look like? They got to sketch him out because they don't know. So you need to make at least Social Security number. You can give an address and hope that he lives there and hope he gets served. And even if he's served, he still ain't come to court. But you need at least that Social Security number to get him in to be subpoenaed for a DNA test and to get put on child support. Because that's how they find out where they work. If you know nothing about that, then you're right. You're on your own. He's gone. He has divorced you and the child. Cause he ain't signed a damn birth
situation, man. And you know who suffers in the end?
The child.
In all this? The kids.
Mm-hmm.
The kids, man. It's terrible. I thought that was pretty interesting.
I don't have an issue with, I guess, people doing what they naturally supposed to do is reproduce. I just have an issue with if you broke and he's struggling, you struggling, y'all both have mental issues. Sex should be the last thing on your mind. Even though it's supposed to be releasing something that helps you throughout the day, I guess, from killing somebody. But that should be the last thing on your mind. But that's who's populating the earth. Those type of people with no money, no resources, no get up about themselves. The easiest thing to do is to lay down, have sex, and keep having all these babies. And then guess who takes care of them? People like Damo with his tax money because he gets up and he goes to work. You know what I'm saying? Those other ones, they don't work. They just lay there and have kids. Ain't that crazy?
Jacked up, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Jacked up. Makes it hard to have empathy.
It does.
Speaking of these folks, I'll tell you who I don't have empathy for. Man, I actually seen this and I thought this was kind of embarrassing, right? So this is the last video of the day that we're gonna talk about. Carnival. They was on Carnival. I swear to God, man, we can't go anywhere. And this
And we're back in the news with another massive fight in a cruise terminal. Now, if you recall, not too long ago, there was a fight involving 24 passengers in the Galveston cruise terminal. This one took place in Miami on Monday, involving 16 total passengers. Now, the video will show you there's more than 16 involved, but they banned 16 passengers for fighting. And I want you to tell me what you think below. How can they stop this from happening? What are your thoughts on it? Let's watch the footage.
I need my shoes. I need my shoes. Let me get my shoes. What's another one? See right here.
Man boobs and women titties flying all over the place. Hold on, I gotta watch that again, Sky.
Okay. Go ahead.
Damn.
And we're back in the news with another massive fight in a cruise terminal. Now, if you recall, not too long ago, there was a fight involving 24 passengers in the Galveston cruise terminal. This one took place in Miami on Monday, involving 16 total passengers. Now, the video will show you there's more than 16 involved, but they banned 16 passengers.
So that goes back to what you was talking about a while ago when they was talking about how black people are like monkeys and stuff in Africa, because we would have never seen that video if folks wasn't around. I didn't see no white people, so don't everybody think I'm jumping on black folks. All I saw was black people with cameras standing there filming and egging it on. It's like if you see two monkeys fighting, all the other monkeys are in the trees. That is a perfect example of what he was talking about. Two, we don't even know what they were fighting about. That has nothing to do with the cruise or the carnival or what. These are just people who are at their wits' end. Do you understand what I'm saying? That fight could have happened because somebody stepped on somebody's shoes, somebody cut in line, somebody accidentally hit your bags. This is where America and the world is going to. People are on edge, and all it takes is that one straw to break the camel's back, and all hell has broken loose. Now, again, I didn't see too many white people. I just saw a bunch of blacks. So now this is another black eye for the black community, because I didn't see too many black folks break it up. I saw security try to break it up, but where were the people? They standing around with cameras filming it so they could go live on social media. There's nothing cute about that. So now 16 people have been banned, which I'm glad, but it just makes people of character, so to speak, not want to go on Carnival.
Here's some suggestions I got for Carnival. Raise the prices. Say these Negroes cannot afford to get on Carnival. Raise your prices. Or, that's one solution. Or, you got certain levels. For certain things, you have to have a VIP passport. And raise the prices on. If you want to enjoy certain amenities on the boat, you got to pay extra.
Mm-hmm.
Bar prices. You got to pay a whole lot to even be able to go to the bar. You got to get a VIP pass just to go to the bar to get drinks. Raise the prices on stuff, and that'll fix all your problems.
But you know the problem is, Damo, they hadn't even boarded yet, so they were acting a fool before the drinks, before the alcohol. They were acting a fool before the alcohol. So imagine if they had the alcohol in them, how bad that would have been.
Carnival, y'all gonna mess around and y'all gonna be out of business. Y'all ain't learned from Spirit. Y'all see what?
I didn't even know Spirit existed until somebody told me. I thought Southwest was the cheapest place. Till they said Spirit. I'm like, what the hell is Spirit? And then I didn't even know about, I'm not saying JetBlue is cheap. I hadn't even heard about JetBlue. Like, all the thing I ever knew was American, Delta, and Southwest. That's the only airlines I ever knew. That's it. I didn't know about nothing else. But
I ain't going to Carnival. You can't pay me to go to Carnival.
No.
All of the common sense black folks, we gonna quit. We ain't gonna go. Y'all, Carnival. Every time we see a video like this, y'all lose more and more money. And then eventually somebody gonna get injured or pretty badly, or lose their life. And they gonna sue the hell out of y'all. It sounds like y'all ain't got enough security.
Yeah. I mean, because again, you still have good middle class people that go on Carnival. It's just like you said, the prices are so, I guess, okay that people can take their income taxes and go. And so, no, I'm with you. Those are the people that are going to lose, and then that's when they'll go bankrupt. Because they're not surviving off of just people who want cheap seats, cheap tickets, cheap booze. I mean, that's just extra money. You know what I'm saying? But the people who pay good money to be on the upper decks and do better things and have better alcohol and better fun, that's what's funded. But you're going to lose them no matter what the color is, because on this boat, you're bringing in folks. This is why they're on the boat, because they wanted to leave this mess in their neighborhoods. This is why they left, because they wanted to leave that type of mess. And then they get on the boat, think they're going to be on vacation, and that same mess follows them on the boat.
This is why I understand why a lot of Caucasians and people of other communities too don't want us around. I get it. I mean, this behavior. I watched a video with some kids being thrown out of a store shoplifting, and the stuff that was coming out of their mouth, I was like, man, that is foul. So one of the kids couldn't be no more between 9 to 12 years old, told somebody, I hope your mama in the grave. And I'm just like, I can understand. I can understand why a lot of communities, they just like, I don't want you around. Gotcha. And the common sense people like you and I are the people they got to deal with.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. So I'm with you. I'll never go on Carnival. I'll never go on Carnival. If I had to go on the ship, and I don't even like being around a bunch of children like that, I'd rather go on a Disney trip, listening to a bunch of yelling, screaming kids before I go on the Carnival.
it's horrible. I mean, it's absolutely horrible, man.
And the sad part, Damo, is something that like we always talk about when people lose their lives, it's something that could be avoided. If people just act right, common sense, say excuse me, or hey, let's talk this out. You did this. How can we make this right? But these people, again, they're on edge, and a lot of folks are on edge. You could take the person who go to church every Sunday right now, and if you look at them the wrong way, they're probably ready to fight, because a lot of people are going through a lot of stuff in this world. And I guess fighting and sex is just a way of releasing, right? You know, not wrestling and boxing. It used to be if you had anger management, you would wrestle or box to get that aggression out. But now I guess not. I guess fighting people on a boat that's probably down in the middle of the ocean. And that boat hadn't docked yet, right? At least they was able to get them folks off before the boat left. That other one that was fighting, they was in the water, right? The 24 of them there. So imagine trying to do all this stuff and you in the middle of the damn ocean and you got all this commotion going on. And people who's riding the boat for the first time, they're probably going to get seasick. They're scared because they ain't never been out in the middle of the ocean. And then here's all this commotion going on.
It's a bad look, man. It's a bad look for our culture. I'm just going to say that. It make all of us look bad. People be like, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Yes, it do. We all connected to that. You know?
And even if it don't have nothing to do with us directly, again, if me and Damo wanted to start a realty business and go buy homes and put them in places where they don't do rent freezes, then we go to the bank. We got our business plan. We all dressed up. But because of this, and from what they seen on Carnival twice, they have the option to say no. That's not racist. That's just them protecting their money and their assets, because they don't think that blacks are smart enough to do things like that. It's like the linebackers in the NFL. Do you know why linebackers, they didn't want blacks? Because the middle linebacker calls the plays, and they didn't think they were smart enough to do that.
I mean, you're right, man. I mean, it affects us all. That's why I hate that whole thing. You know, mind your business. This is my business.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's kind of like what I would tell my kids. When you leave out the house, you're not just representing you, you're representing me too. Your mom and everybody else associated with you. It is
That's true. Man, come on, absolutely. And it's one of those things where, again, a lot of this could just be avoided. That fight didn't have to happen, because I don't even know what they were fighting about, but I guarantee if you research it, it wasn't nothing big that they were fighting over.
Hell no.
And when your whole goal is to go on vacation, to have rest and relaxation, R&R, the last thing you want to do is fight. That's why they have security there. That's why they have employees there. Whatever has happened, you can go to a manager or a supervisor or security. They get paid to get into that mess. You paid to relax, and you went to a place and started a fight or was in a fight, pulling each other's hair and
diabolical, man. That's diabolical to me.
And you ain't getting your money back. You're not getting your money back. So I don't know if they went to jail or what, but you got, I'll say, suspended, banned. You ain't getting your money back. So what was the whole purpose? You wasted $200-300 to do what?
Right.
Trust me, when they was at about the board, you ain't there without them swiping that credit card 2-3 months ago to get that money. Sorry. So I know they paid. So that's money that's lost. That don't make sense.
Yeah, I'm with you, Sky.
And what about the other passengers, Damo? Once they get on the boat and they get out into the water, I'm thinking, well, shit, I'm like this stuff. Is anybody else gonna start fighting while we're out in the middle of the ocean? Especially at night when you can't see nothing in that water. Anybody else gonna get to fight? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Yeah, I can't even enjoy it because of the first fight before we left. Then we're out in the middle of the ocean. I'm thinking, which one of these black folks we can get to fight again? You know?
You know what, Sky? I swear to God, we do not have a good history when it comes to boats. Rather it be Amistad or Carnival, we do not have
good history. We don't. Yeah, all right, Damo, you froze up. Okay, well, he'll probably be back in a second. It's probably his connection or whatever. Yeah, you're right. We don't.
When it comes to these boats, we got horrible history. And Caucasian, my Caucasian brothers and sisters, y'all not far behind. But the only thing is, I give y'all your props. Y'all don't brawl like we brawl. We be fighting over, and it probably was something stupid. Sky, you absolutely right. It probably was the stupidest thing, dude.
Mm-hmm. Something that could have been avoided. And so now if they start racially profiling folks getting on any of these cruises,
then you'd be mad
about it. Yeah, absolutely. So again, in this world, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But in a world of capitalism like America, oh no, they don't care about racial profiling. You gonna interrupt that green because that's the only thing they care about. You ain't getting on. You know what I'm saying?
I just think they made it too affordable. I think if you want to get the trash off of a carnival like that, off of a cruise like that, hike the prices. Raise the prices. And then, you know what I'm saying? Because people who got to pay, they're not going to screw up something like that.
Yeah.
They not.
Yeah.
If you had to pay a good amount, you want to enjoy that cruise. You want to get your money's worth. The reason why they act like they do is because it's so cheap. Raise the prices. If you want the neighborhood to be taken care of, what do you got to do?
Raise the prices.
Raise the prices. Because the cheaper it is, the least people respect it. When have you ever been to a nice neighborhood and seen a whole bunch of trash?
You have not.
You have not. The nicer the neighborhood, the least likely it's going to have trash.
The nicer the neighborhood, the more expensive it probably is. And they probably have an HOA, which is expensive too. So they got people ride around, make sure, are you supposed to be in this neighborhood or no? Everybody knows each other. It's a different environment. Trust me, y'all. It is. It is. And that's why people fight so hard to get those kids into those type of communities with the better schools and all this old other things. You know, nobody's really trying to fight to go back into the hood unless you just fall on hard times and that's the only thing you have.
Right. You're absolutely right. Well, y'all, this weekend is the 4th of July. Sky, you got any plans, man, for the 4th?
Man, after this conversation, basically probably just stay in the house, to be honest with you. On the actual 4th, just stay in the house. Because you're going to have fireworks, you're going to have alcohol, you're going to have crazy people coming to Nashville from other places, because it is the
already coming in town.
Coming in town, just going crazy, be belligerent, having fun. I'm thinking no. And then all that do is just make the cops out more than they have to be, right? So now I think the best, and I don't even drink, I don't do nothing. So if I'm talking about staying in the house, y'all that out here that's about to go to these liquor stores and stuff, y'all need to go now, stock up, and stay at home, smoking your weed, your alcohol, fornicating with all your women. Stay in the house. Don't do something stupid that's going to cost you your livelihood for one day. That's just one day. You still got to live the other 364. But congratulations on 250 years, America. Congratulations on that. I've only seen 47 of it, but congratulations on the other 250. That's right. Just stay in at home.
I'm just gonna say this: watch your fingers. If you are timid and you don't know how to shoot off fireworks, don't. I'll tell you this: I was planning on grilling, but let it be in the 90s. Let it be in the 90s. Guess who you ain't gonna see outside?
Man, they already have a heat advisory now. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, tomorrow supposed to be like 110 degrees. Let it be 90.
It's a Texas degree. That's what people in Texas do. 110.
You ain't gonna see Damo.
Because heat drives people crazy too.
90-degree weather.
Yeah, heat drives people crazy. The humidity drives people crazy. But 110, that's what they do in Texas, right, Damo? The temperature in Texas is 110, Jesus. And we ain't even in August yet. Usually August is when it gets the hottest in humidity. Yeah. But yeah, I'm with you, man. Safety with those fireworks, man. People's houses and cars have gotten destroyed from those things. And I think, and I don't know if it ever happened, you own a gun, you're responsible for where the bullet goes. They need to start having people responsible where those fireworks go. Because those fireworks, once they leave, it's like a bullet. You don't know where that damn thing is going. And you can
remember they used to fire them in cars. Remember when they used to see them in cars driving by?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People have lost land and homes and everything because somebody shot a firework and it landed in the wrong spot and set everything ablaze. But if I'm responsible for the bullet in my gun, then some of these people need to be responsible. Because when we were growing up, we had the little firecrackers. Man, they got damn things as big as me. Them damn things look like castles shooting, and it's loud, like you really in a war. I'm like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? I thought they were trying to go to the moon. Yeah.
And I used to be scared of them, Sky. But man, when I got older, adult, and I love it. I love it. Watching it, man, watching the excitement from the kids.
Yeah.
So I did it.
And be careful with your kids too, because them damn things, if they go off in their hand, they can lose a limb. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. One guy shot something. I thought he was trying to go to the moon. The damn thing sat in the middle of the street, and it was just so big, and it shot off this humongous ass firework, and then it kind of went into multiples. I'm like, y'all, it was like a $200 firework. I'm like, y'all selling this to people? Like, Jesus Christ. That damn thing could have destroyed a tree or something, or a power line, Oh, wait, they ain't gonna be back. So yeah, y'all be careful out there this fall. It is. You back, Damo?
Yeah, it kicked me out.
It's all right.
But I heard everything.
4th of July.
I heard everything you was talking about.
Oh, okay.
People watch out for your kids, because a lot of kids be walking around with fireworks lit in their hands and stuff. And every year, it's a child. A lot of children losing. Now they got to dap you up with a nub. Nub you up. So yeah, y'all be careful, man. Be careful with your kids too.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I say get all your marijuana and alcohol today, and come Friday, you stay in the house. Saturday, you stay in the house. Sunday, you go to church, and Monday, you start all over again.
There you go. Yeah. I can't believe how far in the year we are. It seems like we just celebrated New Year's and hell, we over halfway of the year.
That's true. Tomorrow will be literally halfway of the year. July 1st will be a month number 7.
Actually, June 1st.
Huh?
Actually, we over the halfway because this is the 7th month.
Yeah.
So come tomorrow, we'll be like 7 months in out of the 12.
Yep.
So actually, we'll be a month over halfway.
Mm-hmm. So now we're getting ready for Christmas, Thanksgiving, football, all this other stuff.
Ooh, you got me close to my chest, man.
I mean, these years, man, they told me when I graduated in 97 out of high school, they told me once you graduate, time flies, and it has. It has. That's just crazy. Mm-hmm.
So you guys have anything else going on next weekend, or
no.
What's new for next? I know you guys don't have no wrestling event.
Next weekend is Illinois RCW, and then the weekend after that is Sparta, Tennessee IWF. But this weekend, everybody, unless there are wrestling shows going on this weekend, congratulations. But everybody just enjoy yourself. You got any
wrestling events or anything going on next week?
No, not this weekend. No.
Okay.
No. So this weekend, I'm going to just enjoy myself. That's it.
I can dig it, man. I'm gonna do the same thing. Anything you want to plug in, man, before we get off?
Man, now again, y'all, if y'all watch the beginning of the show, I had bought a new computer. It did not work out. I had to get back to Best Buy. So I'm still searching and hunting. So people that I have your music, they're still on there. Once I get a new one or upgrade, whatever, we'll go back to that. But Right now, no wrestling, no music, no nothing. It's just the 4th of July, 250 years of America. Let's all just be safe and enjoy.
Hey, send me the links because it probably got buried in my messages. So music that you have sent me, resend it and links in my box. So the next couple days I can upload it. I want to replace some of this music that we got with some new music. So if you got any links, YouTube links, or anything you need me to go ahead and get, let me know.
I got you. All right. And shouts out to Jeff for watching. He's a good person, a good fan. And thank you for watching and commenting. And everybody who's watched on YouTube and Instagram, thank y'all so much.
Thank you to all my people on Bigo. Thank you to everybody on Facebook watching, YouTube and Twitch. Appreciate you guys. Here, it froze me again.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
right.
Anything you want to leave them with before we head on out?
Oh, no, y'all have a great 4th of July, and you too, Damo. Tell your family I said hello, and I'll see you next Tuesday.
All right, man. You too, man. Everybody, y'all be safe. And we would like to hear about your 4th of July. If y'all got any videos y'all want to send to us, we would love to play it during the show next week, all right?
Absolutely.
So, peace out. We love y'all. See y'all next weekend, all right? Or next week, next Tuesday.